What's up, everybody? This is the Strength Squad podcast, and I'm your co-host, Steve Carty.
And I'm Nick Scopoletti.
Awesome show for you guys today. We're talking about pre-workout. Should you or should you not take it?
And it'll explode.
Pros and cons. My heart feels like it's going to explode out of my chest.
I just had a 4 Loko, 3 gallons of creatine, and going to the gym.
That's all you need. Awesome show for you today, guys. Before we start, we're going to open this thing up with a dad joke.
Shocker.
Like you.
Shocker.
I'm just going to fix my fucking headset over here. God damn this.
He's really masturbating off camera, for those of you that
Usually.
are video audience.
Whatever. I'll go one ear. So, Nick, dad joke time.
Can't wait. My favorite. As we all know, it's my favorite part.
Why did the cat run away from the tree?
Why?
Because of its bark.
It's actually pretty... It's stupid, but it's pretty,
That's good.
it's pretty good.
Quick announcements before we start here, guys. Make sure you guys go check out all of our social media. Go like our Facebook page. Go follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Instagram. Then follow us to our cars.
Automobiles.
Make sure you guys go to our YouTube. Check out all of our content there. We have some dope tutorial videos up there. We also have the video version of all our podcasts. So if you're trying to see our dope faces, go check that out. Make sure you guys go to iTunes, Stitcher, whatever platform you're using. If you can, leave us a 5-star review, leave us some comments. We'd appreciate it. Even if you don't think the star is 5 shows, you could probably just write it anyway.
The show is 5 stars.
It would really help us out.
That's what you meant to say.
What did I say?
You said, if you don't think the star is 5 shows.
Dude, like, what is English language?
That was good.
Whatever, dude.
That was awesome. No, I enjoyed it. That was funny.
Also, don't forget, thanks to our sponsor, quick shout out, Plant Warrior Protein, yo.
P Warrior.
Get some dope plant protein. If you guys have trouble with whey, if you have trouble with whey, digesting that stuff, plant protein is a great alternative. Plant Warrior Protein is a great product. So go check it out, plantwarrior.co. And whatever order you use, or whatever order you put in, make sure you use the promo code STRENGTH10. Ready to get started?
Yes.
Oh, send some nudes. We've got to slide in those DMs.
I knew we were missing something.
Send you some nudes. This week's 10 News, guys, is actually an article. Not really an article. It's more of a study that just came out, and we're going to go into it a little more. Study that just came out about caffeine use before you work out. I think the study is specifically HIIT workouts, but that's pretty much what everyone's doing now anyway. So, especially if you're lifting, you're probably doing some form of HIIT.
Pesky thing called CrossFit.
Yeah. So it's a PubMed article / study. Study just came out talking about how caffeine actually might be a detriment to your recovery after training. So we link that in the show notes. We'll also put that on our social media. We'll spam you with that this week. So make sure you guys go ahead and check that out. Especially if you're into this episode, you want to learn more. We plugged in the study that we're going to kind of talk about in a couple minutes here. So make sure you go check that out. All right, you ready to start?
I'm ready.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back,
doing well.
We're going to go take a piss. When we come back, we're going to talk about whether or not you should take pre-workout or not. We're going to tell you what to do because you can't decide for yourself.
We're going to cross swords when we pee now.
Be right back. Want more of the Strength Squad? You can check out all of our social media on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.
Also, check us out on YouTube where you can watch all of your favorite Strength Squad videos. Don't forget to leave a 5-star review on iTunes and Stitcher.
Stitcher, I just met her. We would like to thank our friends at Plant Warrior Protein, official sponsor of the Strength Squad podcast. Plant Warrior plant-based protein is easier on your stomach and contains a complete amino acid profile that helps you grow, maintain, and repair your muscles. It gives you 18 grams of protein per serving, and it's made from a blend of rice, pea, and hemp. Plant Warrior pledges to plant one tree for every item you purchase at their online store. Head over to plantwarrior.co, that's plantwarrior.co, and use the promo code STRENGTH10 to get 10% off of your purchase. That's promo code STRENGTH10 for 10% off of any Plant Warrior purchase. What's up, crew? Welcome back. We are here getting ready to talk about pre-workout. Should you or should you not take it? Okay.
Dun, dun, dun.
So first things first, what is pre-workout, right? So pre-workout is a supplement, something that it's a little spoonful of fucking fruit punch powder that you pour in your that you would pour in your
AKA
shaker
meth.
or water bottle. Yeah. Before a workout to get all jacked up, get all stimulated, get all shaky, ready for your workout, right? Definitely pros and cons.
Sounds like a good idea.
We're going to go over the pros and cons, right? But first things first, kind of, okay, so that's pre-workout. What's in pre-workout? Usually, the main ingredients are caffeine, Beta-Alanine, which is just like a stimulant that kind of helps you sustain your workout, essentially.
It's like a Beta-Alanine like buffers acid. So like when you start getting
Yeah,
acid,
it like helps you train longer, harder.
It's whenever you take pre-workout and it's tingly, that's Beta-Alanine.
That's Beta-Alanine, right. Also, another interesting point I'll bring up about that tingly sensation.
Yes.
So yeah, the caffeine, then the Beta-Alanine, and then there's usually Bcaas in there, which is, supposed to help with recovery, which, again, we're going to talk about a little more. So you're pretty much getting, like, this cocktail of ingredients that's supposed to just boost you. Like, you take it before you're ready to go, you get all jacked up, right? Kind of prevent that lethargic feeling before you start to lift. Then, supposedly, during your workout, it's supposed to help you sustain that workout a little longer. And then with the Bcaas, help you recover. So it's kind of like... Pre-workout's kind of like this supposed cocktail of shit that's supposed to help make your lift
Human
better, more
shit.
intense. And other ingredients too. A lot of times, especially with pre-workouts, what you're going to see is a lot of like shitty stuff in it too. Like you're going to see the artificial sweeteners and the sugars and the yellow 5 and all that shit.
They usually taste good, but
Tastes great.
they ain't good.
All right, so pros and cons here, right? Let's start with the pros. Right, let's start with the pros of
NFL pros.
Not Bcaas, pre-workout, right? We kind of just talked about the pros, right? So it gives you that stimulant effect, right? So the caffeine in the pre-workout is going to give you that stimulant effect, right? Who the hell wants to go into their lift feeling lethargic and tired from work, or if it's in the morning, not be awake yet? Boom, caffeine solves everything, right? Which is true. Okay, so you're going to take caffeine in, you're going to feel ready to go, right?
Yeah.
So that's a pro. If you're not ready to go, suck that shit down. You're ready to go. Other pros, the Beta-Alanine, like we talked about. So this is apparently this Beta-Alanine that gives you that tingling sensation in your feelings. It's supposed to help you sustain your workout, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then other cons would be the Bcaas, the recovery part.
I mean,
right?
pros. Talking pros.
Did I say pros
You
or
said
cons?
cons.
Oh, I meant pros. Still talking pros here. So the Bcaas, the branched chain amino acids. I don't know them off the top of my head.
Leucine, isoleucine, and valine.
Boom. Great segue.
Worked at GNC. I was in high
So
school.
no big deal. I got discounts.
Yeah. And stole stuff.
So those are kind of the pros. Definitely a supplement. Definitely a supplement that's there to kind of like help you aid in just getting jacked up, right? And that's pretty much why people take it, to get that jacked up feeling before you work out.
I used to take a pre-workout called Jacked 3D. Fun fact.
I remember that.
Oh my god, it's like meth.
What were some of the other popular ones? NO-Explode, right?
NO-Explode was fucking crazy.
C4.
I never took C4.
I took C4. I experienced the effects of it for about a week, and then after that, I just didn't feel anything anymore.
That's the scary part too, is your tolerance will like
I know.
I remember like
All of a
taking
sudden,
Jack.
you're taking 5 scoops.
I took Jack 3D my whole senior year of college. Just quick story here. I started with a scoop and was like, oh my fucking god, this is insane. By the end of my senior year, I was taking 3 scoops and like, I don't really feel anything. And I was like, this is fucked up. This is really fucked up.
This is not good. I'm taking 10 scoops and I don't feel anything.
It's actually like a couple of molecules. Like I forget the exact. It's like geranium or something. I don't know the exact thing, but it was like really close to being meth. It was very close. Like chemically, it was a couple.
Oh, very close.
Oh, it was close.
Oh, it's close.
I've never felt like that in my fucking life.
Yeah, that's crazy. I remember, so the most I've ever taken pre-workout was, actually, there's been 2 times in my life where I was like taking pre-workout constantly, like every session. The first time ever was the same as the second time ever. It was like the first couple weeks, it was like full effects, like ready to go, beta-alanine. And then after that, like it seemed like no matter how many scoops I took, nothing. Like
man,
nothing.
Body just fucking.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And
remember-
the other thing, the first time in my life when I was taking pre-workout, I would lift at nights, and I would take
what a dumbass.
take pre-workout at like 7 p.m. Finish my workout at 9, get home, and I would never sleep.
I used to do that in high school. I used to
So
take
stupid.
explode 7:30 at night and be like, I can't fucking sleep.
Very stupid, but definitely a lesson learned. So I'm glad it did happen.
One quick story also about pre-workout. Took Jack 3D one time in college. Forgot the school gym was closed. I walked around the corner of my townhouse. All right, it's like 8:30. Look. Oh, shit. It's closed.
Guess I better go jerk it.
Guess what? I had the time of my life that night. I didn't even drink. I was sitting on the couch like shaking and like itching. And I was like, this is so much fun. I love college.
So let's talk cons here, guys. Cons is kind of the reason we're kind of talking about this. So the pros are definitely the pros, right? We're not playing those down, but now let's consider these cons because they kind of play into the pros as well. So recently a new study just came out, and this was our Send News for the week, so definitely go check that out. But a new study just came out about caffeine, right? And the studies and effects of caffeine on people. The study was on animals, but the theory, it's a new study, right? So we'll give it time, but it's a new study.
Science changes people.
Done on
It's
animals. 2 groups. One group had no caffeine. Other group had caffeine, and
It was done on animals, you said?
it's done on animals. Yes. Specifically mice, I believe.
Okay.
2 groups, 1 caffeine, 1 no caffeine. They both put them through like HIIT or simulated HIIT, which I don't know what did they do CrossFit with the mice. Like what the fuck did they have them do?
Dude,
Fran?
they did the AMRAP of the mice, the wheel.
There's
There's like
mouse Fran. They did mouse Fran, dude. 21:59 thrusters, wheel sprints.
Dude, that fucking mouse is gonna beat Matt Frazier this year. I feel it.
But whatever. Somehow they simulated the effects of HIIT, and what they found was the group with caffeine actually led to like decreased muscle glycogen post HIIT. Okay, so we're talking about after now. So we're kind of talking about the effects being detrimental after the workout.
So they take the caffeine before. I'm doing this for my own self too.
Go.
Take the caffeine before, work out, and then after their muscle glycogen was more depleted. Than the people that did not take the
Well, the mice. Yeah.
right.
In theory, the people.
Animals are people too.
So, and you ask, okay, well, deplete. What does it matter after? Well, now we're talking about recovery, right? How long is it going to take your muscles to recover? That's a pretty important thing with muscle glycogen. So after your workout, you got low-ass muscle glycogen. Now that recovery process is taking long. Now, I know you're thinking, didn't you say before that pre-workout is going to help with your recovery because it has BCAAs in it? Yes, but we're talking about caffeine. So just the caffeine component has been shown to be detrimental for a post-workout because of the effects, right? So yes, there may be BCAAs in your pre-workout, but your caffeine in your pre-workout might be fucking you up. Okay. The other thing that's kind of blocked, that's kind of getting blocked, is muscle contractions during HIIT. Okay. So what caffeine they're kind of showing, and they showed in this study, is what caffeine does is it actually blocks certain enzymes and chemical reactions that lead to certain muscle contractions. So also an issue. Oh yeah. Caffeine is, I don't know, man. I don't know. Caffeine might be RIP pre-workout. This study's not looking too good. So we got the muscle glycogen, right? The depleted muscle glycogen, which is going to affect your recovery. Some other cons here, guys. Like we talked about before, it's a lot of shitty ingredients in these things. Not all of them, depends, but it depends on what you get.
And these days, you literally do not know.
Yeah,
what's
especially
in
with supplements,
stuff.
which we talked about before a lot.
Guys get popped all the time, like UFC fighters and shit. They're like, oh, I was taking this creatine. Oh, it has fucking Dianabol in it or some shit.
Yeah,
it's crazy. You don't know what. It's not really that regulated that close.
And also, if you're someone who, I don't give a shit about all the artificial stuff, fine. But if you are, if you are someone who is concerned with consuming like processed food, artificial stuff, there's usually a lot of stuff like coloring and all the flavors and stuff. Like there's usually that stuff is chock full of that stuff. So that would definitely be another con. We talked about beta-alanine before being that thing that gives you that tingly sensation, right? So actually what I was reading, what kind of happens with beta-alanine, the reason your body starts to tingle like that is because that beta-alanine gives your body so much extra energy that it doesn't know what to do with it. And so your heart rate spikes to this like really high level, and that could be really, really detrimental, especially if you have like heart problems or something, or if you're worried about getting heart problems or something like that. I mean, if you kind of think about it, if you're chronically taking pre-workout and like your heart rate is just, your body has no idea what to do with this extra energy, and your heart rate is just like shooting up, and you're doing this like 4 days a week before you lift. I don't know. You tell me. Like, is that something you think is good? I don't think so. So
yeah,
that's something to consider too. Then one last con I want to go over here, guys, is, well, no, that was the last one actually. Oh shit, it's the last one I have. So yeah, just the dangers of your heart rate spiking. So, we got this whole list of pros and cons, right? So, should you or shouldn't you take it? That's going to be for you to decide, right? Me personally, I'm good.
Do you drink coffee even?
No, I don't.
Right?
Unless I have to. That's the thing. Like, I'm not drinking it chronically. I don't drink it every day. I don't drink it before I lift. But if like I'm having an off day or I'm tired or I need some coffee, I'll have it, right? So every once in a while. So here's my whole thing, and I want you guys to take this away with this. So there are pros with pre-work. There are definitely pros, right? It's going to get you going, get you jacked up for a workout. It's going to sustain you during a workout, and, well, probably not with the caffeine, probably not going to help you with recovery. But, I mean, say you have a competition or a really important training session, that pre-workout would be a good thing to take. And then the cons, obviously, the trouble with recovering, things like that. So the kind of point being, there are pros and cons to taking it. So essentially with taking the supplement, essentially what you're trying to do is hack your physiology. Right? This is right. You're trying to just give your body this extra boost of energy that it doesn't have. Right? And like we talked about before, there's no such thing as a magic pill or a magic supplement. You cannot hack physiology. So what you're doing when you're doing something like, in this example, taking pre-workout, you're essentially making a deal with the devil, right? You're saying, okay, give me the pros with the cons. You got to take both, right? You're kind of making that deal with the devil. You can't just say pre-workout is this physiological hack that allows me to be Superman in the gym without any repercussions physiologically. It's just not how it works. So keep that in mind, right? There are pros. Should you or shouldn't take it? You got to take the pros with the cons. Got to take the cons with the pros. Am I right?
Right, ladies.
One last thing I kind of want to go over with this was kind of like a supplement thing in general. And this is the source of this is Dr. Andy Galpin, who he, not just one source, but he kind of, whenever he talks about supplements, he kind of talks about this thing. But the first point being, first things first, before you ever consider supplements cannot cancel out poor food and sleep habits, right? They can't cancel that stuff out. That is the foundation. Food habits, sleep habits for recovery. That's like step one. Then you start considering supplements, because supplements aren't just going to cancel your bad sleep and eating habits. So always keep that in mind. And just align your decision with your overall goals. You know what I mean? Like if your overall goals are, I don't give a fuck about my health and I just want to like smash every workout in every competition, you should probably take pre-workout.
Yeah, we've talked about that in the past. Like if there's like you're chasing performance goals.
Yeah.
I mean, like it says, it could not help your performance, but I think again it's person to person.
Yeah.
But when you're chasing the highest ends of whether it be CrossFit, bodybuilding, powerlifting, weightlifting, anything, it's not about health. You know what I mean? Like Stan Efferding is a guy who I think is a great resource for stuff like that. Like when he was trying to be the best bodybuilder in the world, it wasn't about his health.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like it's not healthy.
Right.
To go to the extreme.
But if your goal is health, then consider the cons. For sure.
Yeah. I always have like a thing with caffeine. I wake up and I like the ritual of it. Like I like something hot. I like something that I like the way coffee or espresso tastes. But like I don't really need. It's just like I do this every day.
Well, and that kind of brings me to the next point. Is the 3 points that Dr. Andy Galpin kind of talks about is it safe? Does it work? Is it worth it? Right. So consider those 3 things. Is it safe? First thing being, like be comfortable with your taking, right? Like do the research, know what's in it. Like we said before, know what ingredients are in it. Take something with the least amount of ingredients. Is it safe? If you feel it's safe and you're comfortable with it, okay. Second thing, does it work? Look at the research, look at studies, don't just go by what some random dude told you at the gym or what everyone else is doing. Go do the research and see what the research is kind of spit out, and really do your research on the research, and then make a decision. Hey, is this going to work for me? And also, is it worth it? I think this was one of the biggest things. Are you spending $500 a month on supplements for like a 2% increase in your cardio output per year? Like, is that worth it for you or no?
People. I've known them.
So just think about those three things. Is it safe? Does it work? Is it worth it? All right. Anything else?
Yeah, I had something and now I can't remember it. Oh, one guy, the fact that I can't remember his name is really making me mad. He's a Russian guy, used to be
Why is he in such a hurry?
Dad jokes are over, man.
Sorry.
Okay, cut it out. So, this guy, it was actually like a seminar he gave at Jesse Burdick's gym, or Jesse Burdick is CSA gym out in California. He's one of the dudes who is with Boris Shako, if anyone knows that guy, Russian coach. But they asked about like caffeine and pre-workout, and they say like that's like Americans love that. They're monsters and they're energy drinks. And they asked him, did you take a pre-workout or anything like that? And he goes, basically in other words, he was saying if you rely on something else to get you jacked up, when it's time to...
Great point.
When it's time to fucking pull down
Glad you talked about this.
And search for some shit. Like if you're jacked up all the time, then when it's competition time, do you need that thing to be jacked up or you need mentally to rely on it? He's like, we just don't take it. So when I have to summon it out of myself, I can. You know what I mean? Like,
boom.
So you're not just constantly in fight or flight, like freaking out. He said it takes too much energy out of you in a way.
And I think that is kind of like a good wraparound point to go with what we were talking about before with this study, where it's like if you're just introducing so much of this artificial energy and giving your body so much caffeine, it's not like your body is just going to be like, yeah, give me it all. I could use this. Like, it's going to take more to use all that energy and take more out of you.
It's addicting, man. Like, I can remember at one point I didn't have a pre-workout and I wasn't taking anything. And I was like, there's no point even lifting. Why would I even lift? This is when I was 17. It's like, I need a pre-workout. And it just becomes like this thing you need.
Yeah,
you don't need
weird.
Shit.
No.
You know what I mean?
Caffeine's a drug. All right. So we're going to take a quick break, guys. When we come back, we are going to wrap it up.
We are.
Be right back. Want more of the Strength Squad? You can check out all of our social media on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.
Also, check us out on YouTube, where you can watch all of your favorite Strength Squad videos. Don't forget to leave a 5-star review on iTunes and Stitcher.
Stitcher? I just met her. We would like to thank our friends at Plant Warrior Protein, official sponsor of the Strength Squad podcast. Plant Warrior plant-based protein is easier on your stomach and contains a complete amino acid profile that helps you grow, maintain, and repair your muscles. It gives you 18 grams of protein per serving, and it's made from a blend of rice, pea, and hemp. Plant Warrior pledges to plant one tree for every item you purchase at their online store. Head over to plantwarrior.co, that's plantwarrior.co, and use the promo code STRENGTH10 to get 10% off of your purchase. That's promo code STRENGTH10 for 10% off of any Plant Warrior purchase. What's up, guys? Welcome back. Before we wrap up our episode here, we are going to do a quick closing segment called Would You Rather?
Would you rather?
I know you guys have all played this game before, whether it be with some sorority chick you met in college and her friends, or your bro friends when you came home from college and saw the dudes you hung out with high school. I know you played Would You Rather, so me and my co-host here are going to play it.
Or
are you ready,
have I
Nick?
ever. Yes.
Okay. Question 1. Would you rather have tongues as fingers or fingers as your tongue?
Wait, tongues as
Would you rather have
fingers?
tongues as fingers, so picture like 5 tongues on your hand, or fingers as your tongue?
Oh. Probably tongue fingers.
Tongue fingers?
Yeah.
That'd be weird as fuck.
It's just like fucking,
why?
Because the thought of fingers coming out of my mouth freaks me the fuck out.
Yeah, that's true. You can probably get more used to tongue fingers.
Tongue hands, you mean?
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
tongue fingers.
Right, yeah.
5 tongue fingers. Think about that. Would you rather
did that in college once?
have a bird poop on you every day or have someone throw an egg at you every morning?
Egg.
Yeah, I would say the same thing.
Anything that is not fecal matter.
Because here's the thing. If that was a real situation, whether you get shit on every day or something thrown at you, either way, you're getting a big mess put on you each day. Might as well be something that doesn't smell like shit.
That I would eat.
All right. Would you rather eat a tablespoon of shit every day with your favorite food
What the
or
fuck?
eat only cheese for the rest of your life?
For someone who's lactose
you're kind of in a shitty situation there.
This is a terrible.
Looks like you're eating shit, bro.
Nah, I might just pop a Lactate every day and eat some cheese.
You could do that.
Just deal with it. Just have sinus infections for fucking years until I die. This quiz is making me sad.
So you're going cheese?
Yeah, I guess.
Would you rather be stuck in a room full of spiders or be stuck in a room with one hungry alligator?
Ooh. So one big fucking animal or a bunch of little... Oh, man. I think like a bunch of little ones freak me out more than anything.
Okay.
Like if it was like an alligator, I mean, they both suck. But...
True.
But the alligator is like one thing you have to like, I guess, avoid in the room. But I'm just like multiple things. Like if I see like a bunch of rats and shit or something like that, or a bunch of spiders, I fucking hate it.
A lot of things that's pretty overwhelming.
That move quick and like squirmy. Get the fuck out of here. I mean, you could kill the spiders probably if there's like a good, you know what I mean? You got a better, you can't kill a fucking alligator.
You ain't killing a fucking gator, bro.
Right.
So what are you going with?
Let's go gator.
Okay. Good luck, dude. Would you rather have a house full of cockroaches or have no toilet in your house?
No toilet. Just fucking
shit outside.
I'm gonna live right next to a Whole Foods. Just go shit there.
Go with that too. Would you rather be completely alone for a whole year or be constantly surrounded by people for a whole year? Wow. It's a big one for you.
Yeah. Well, I've been alone most of my life, so only child life. What do you mean, like what's the circumstance?
Like, I'm assuming it's just like people are with you like all the time, 24/7.
Or be alone.
Or be like no contact with humans for a year.
I think I'd rather be, actually, believe it or not, I'd rather be around people because I know like being alone is dope for like a couple hours at a time. That's it.
Yeah, but then you want that like human connection.
I love chilling in my house alone for like hours. But
True.
then after like 8 hours, it's like, okay.
And you could somehow, if you were really thrust into this situation, you could somehow manage to like find that, all right, I'm with a group of people, I'm gonna like meditate and try to just be alone.
Yeah, I could definitely.
You know what I mean?
That.
You could like manage that.
Yeah, that's.
All right, last one for you. Would you rather never be able to eat hot food again or never be able to eat cold food again?
Oh, that's interesting. I eat cold food all fucking day. So, out of my Tupperware. I'd be cool with losing cold food.
So keep hot food.
Yeah, there's nothing like fucking hot meal.
Yeah, hot food's good.
You know what I mean?
My turn.
Yeah.
Just keep scrolling down.
Got you.
That one you can start with, though.
Steven.
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Would you rather smell like fish or smell like onions?
Fucking Jesus.
You smell like both at the moment.
Oh, my God. That's a terrible choice.
Onions are a little... I'm thinking onions.
I gotta go with onions because at least it's like a food that you eat. It's somewhat appetizing. Like
you could just
that
be like...
fish smell is terrible.
Because if people are like, oh,
Onions.
you smell like onions. Like, oh, I just cooked.
Onions.
You always say that. You know
Just
what I
say that. You're always cooking.
Yeah, well... All right. Would you rather wear wet socks for the rest of your life? That's a nightmare of mine. Wear nothing on your feet for the rest of your life.
Wear nothing on my feet for the rest of my life. So easy because then my feet would get super strong and jacked and
the hobbit
rugged.
Feet.
Yeah.
Hobbit feet.
Oh yeah. Definitely no barefoot.
Ooh, this is a good one. All right. Would you rather be able to play all musical instruments flawlessly or be fluent in all languages?
Wow.
This is a really good one.
I'm going musical instruments. Panty dropper.
Oh, yeah. Like Prince.
Yep.
Fucking Prince. There you go. That's all you need to know.
You don't need languages if you could play
I don't
every
give a
single
fuck
instrument.
about culture. Music is the world's international language. Would you rather have constant hiccups or always be on the brink of sneezing but never actually sneeze?
Oh my God.
This is good.
So, holy shit.
You got hiccups
Dude,
all the
when
time.
I get the
pretty
hiccups,
much.
it's fucked. Whenever I eat something remotely hot or spicy, I get the hiccups.
You're
so.
like Mike Blythe hiccups.
Yeah, my hiccups suck. I'd rather go I hate sneezing, but I hate sneezing. So just being on the brink of sneezing, I'm okay with that because that part's like
orgasm.
that part's the tingling part, but the actual sneeze I hate. So definitely brink of sneezing.
Interesting.
Definitely not hiccups. I hate having hiccups.
Okay. All right.
My hiccups are shit.
This next one, you better answer this right. Would you rather have no Wi-Fi for the rest of your life or drink pee with every meal?
Drink piss with every meal.
Really?
Yes.
Then no Wi-Fi?
Well, I guess I could use my 4G if I don't have Wi-Fi.
Oh my God. I'd say fucking no Wi-Fi. Anyways.
It's got to be fully
Drink pee.
hydrated piss.
Would you rather, oh God, be constipated forever or fart every time you say I?
It'd have to be fart because if I'm constipated the rest of my life, my life's not going to be that long. So I guess fart.
That's a good point.
If I'm constipated and I don't shit, I'm going to die in like definitely a couple months.
Oh my God, this is great. All right, so what was the answer? Fart. Right?
Fart.
Yeah.
Fart with I.
Okay. Would you rather lick a sweaty armpit or pee yourself during a presentation? These are really good.
I'd honestly rather piss myself during a presentation because that would be memorable and hilarious, and I could definitely swing that into a joke. I wouldn't get embarrassed. I would swing it into like a funny thing.
What would you swing it into?
I'd be like, look, I just came or something like that. Like, I wouldn't get embarrassed. I would
Guys,
like joke
this is
about
pre-cum. It's not urine.
Relax. My water broke.
Sasquatch peed his pants. Miles Davis. All right, so last one. Would you rather have unlimited money but be miserable for the rest of your life? Be happy every day but only be able to afford the necessities. This is a pretty deep one.
Happy in necessities, I'd say.
Yeah.
There's no point. I mean, if you have money and you're happy, that's probably the best. But I mean, I don't want to be miserable every day and have money. What's the point of that?
Yeah, what the fuck? Yeah.
What's the point of that?
Dad.
Might as well be happy and have necessities.
Yeah.
All right, good round.
Would you lick this toilet for $1 million?
Yes.
That's another thing.
I'd lick it for free.
I kept scrolling too far.
That's our show today, guys. Thanks so much for joining us. We appreciate all of your downloads, all of your views, all your feedback on social media. Keep it coming, man. We love hearing from you guys. We love that you guys support the show. We love our fans. So thanks so much. That's our episode, and we will see you next time, guys. Deuces.
Bye.